You started the, thank you very much. Good evening. This is the ACABOR meeting of February 6, 2025, and the meeting will come to order now. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, first tonight is the item postponed from January 9th, the Otoki sign plan. Please come forward and sign in with your name and your relationship to the project, and then you can tell the board. So, your name, sir?
My name is Young Moon Park.
Okay, you can sit down, that's fine.
And then I'm a sign company. I come from the E-Channel sign company.
Okay,
So today I come here to our client Otogi. They purchased not new, it's a big warehouse, and then they gave a job to install sign. So this warehouse, there are existing standing sign. So we're gonna replace face changing double side with their logo. Beside of that, because they have purchased a big warehouse, they wanna put their logo on the wall.
yes.
The size is this 8 feet 11 inch and then 8 feet 8 inch. It looks like the size is the total 78 square feet. This wall sign is non-illuminated, and then we plan to install with aluminum, and then face is the acrylic.
So this is essentially a vinyl sticker, no lighting,
No lighting.
just for the building.
Building, yes.
Okay.
But made by aluminum. The
Oh, it's aluminum.
aluminum, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
And this is how you'll be fastening it to the wall?
yes. The installation. We are going to making the 5-inch depth of aluminum channel sign.
Uh-huh.
That's eliminated.
Non-illuminate, no light,
No light.
no light. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's two sign that
Yes, yeah,
we
okay.
plan to install. Yeah.
Okay. Any questions on this building sign from anyone?
Is Otoki just the name of the company, or does it have any meaning?
It's a Korean company, and this logo and the Otogi is Korean language. They're coming from brand the Otogi, but there is no meaning. But it's Korean language.
Okay.
But they start business from the Korea. It's food company, and they are bigger and bigger. Now they are exporting their food to the worldwide, and then they selling a lot in the United States, and then their headquarters in the USA is LA. So now they are coming
Moving east.
east.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay. That's this. Okay, let's talk about the next part.
This is there are existing standing sign already.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to change it, face change only, And then this is the, we're gonna cover with aluminum,
Okay,
front, back. And then no LED, no light, non-illuminated.
non-illuminated,
Non-illuminated.
okay. Is this yellow color part of your logo?
Yellow color, yes.
Yes, they're yellow, okay. And what about the bushes here? Will you be trimming them? Looks like they're sort of growing up in front of that.
They plan to cut very clean. They ask me to cut, I say, no, we cannot do that, but they plan cut nicely so that the logo can be seen very.
Right, so they will prune the bushes. That's what that's called,
Mhm.
cutting them
Cutting
down a
bush,
little
yeah.
bit, yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay.
plan to, cut.
Any questions from the board on this? And there's no lighting in this sign
No
as well?
lighting, no lighting.
Okay. Okay, if there are no further questions from the board, we will open it to the public. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this matter? Hearing none and seeing none, the public portion is closed. Is there a motion to approve the sign as presented?
All motion as presented.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
as presented.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Your sign is approved.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you next go to, what happens next for him?
The minutes will be typed up and passed to the building inspector, and then we will contact you when the permit's ready to be issued. If there's something else that we need, we'll give you a call. You can feel free to follow up in about 10 business days.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Next up is the Lidl Supermarket.
Should I bring this?
Oh, please. All right. You may have a seat if you wish, or if you need to stand for that.
Maybe a little bit both.
Okay. Sign in with your name and your relationship to the project, please, and then state the same for the board.
So my name is Robert Jimenez. I'm actually one of the representatives for the architect who designed the building for Lidl.
Okay, tell us about your project.
Sure. So I believe, so this is in an amendment. We had originally filed, originally it was a different design. So I'm just kind of here to really present the differences in this design from the last one. And it really was just sort of driven by legal standards were adjusted, and also just there was a little bit of some material that was happening here that just seemed a little bit too busy, so we just kind of made it a little bit more simple. So as for the top elevation, what we did was this canopy was actually much longer, so we actually shortened that up. So that was really like the only difference that we did on this elevation. This elevation was the one that had the most originally. It actually had it was a combination of almost having the stone wood paneling here, and then it was like the black brick, and then it was the gray, and then it was a stone wood panel. So to sort of simplify it a little bit more, we just did the stone wood paneling, and then we just kept the brick color. So it seemed a little bit too busy before, and this is again, Lidl's trying to make us things a little bit more simpler. We also had some stone wood paneling that was sort of hanging off the canopy. We since got rid of that as well. And that was sort of it for this elevation. And then for the rear the rear and the right elevation, there wasn't much change. The only change really was, I believe we were calling for, the type of CMU was ground face, and we're going to go with split face instead. And then as far as this elevation is concerned, nothing adjusted there from a color perspective. Again, it was just more of a CMU texture change that was changed, so.
Okay. Okay, are there any questions from the board?
So this is, the front elevation is, where's the front elevation in relation to 303? Facing?
This one, the front elevation, in relation to 303.
Driving down 303,
Yeah.
which
Looking at-
side am I looking at?
This would be the facing 303.
And the stores start here?
Right.
So, picture number one, at the top there, if this faces 303, that would be going down the side road?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facing the building, the arch,
Mhm.
the retro fitness building. right?
Right, okay.
Big blank wall facing 303, isn't it?
And loading dock, which is kind of weird to be,
Yeah.
you'd think that'd be on the back. Not able to be for some reason. Another wood.
See that paper from 2021 that I passed to you? Is that right there? Thank you. Is there any change in the lighting, LED exterior lighting, with these changes on the front and side?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that was approved, right? This basic elevation was approved?
Yes, and signed by Cheryl Coopersmith in 2021. Is that this? Yes. And John Brenner was representing.
Is that a man door right in the middle of the building?
Oh, this one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's where so this is where the rest of the shopping center goes, right? Set back. This projects out beyond, I'm trying to think of the plan.
The loading dock you're saying, or?
Well, the whole thing, this whole facade.
Oh.
Projects out toward the parking lot from the face of the rest of the shopping center?
Yeah, I'm just not trying to think as to how far from the existing shopping center. That I don't know off the top of my head.
The parking lot for that whole area kind of turns and ends here, and then there's a parking lot over here, and this is kind of sandwiched between them. This loading dock is sandwiched
Yeah.
between them.
Yeah, and the loading dock being a little bit further back too.
Tucked in?
Yeah, it's in the back. This is the front of the building here, and the loading dock.
Oh, so it's a big slot, so the
Right,
trucks
it's in the back.
sit in the
Yeah,
slot.
it looks in this elevation, looks like it's in the front, but it's quite a distance back.
Oh, I can see that now, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, that's certainly
recessed.
better.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because this is actually ramped down.
Yeah.
So you need the full, it's almost, it kind of helps because you have that full ramp down for the trucks, so.
Yeah.
So that'll be hidden when you're walking up to the store kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pushed back. Mhm.
Like I said, to do something with this long blank facade.
Hmm?
How far back are the mechanical units up top? Those are mechanical units on the roof, right?
Right, yeah, they are. Yeah, so those are,
They are there.
they're roughly about, I think, 10 feet, roughly, from the coping, from the edge of the parapet.
Well, if this is a different one, then that's not them.
Right, yeah, this one up here.
That's it, that's what we're seeing.
Yeah,
So they're about 30 feet back.
right.
They must have some big mosaic or something. It's just a little, I mean,
Yeah.
at least well, it has to be variegated, it has to have some kind of design, because it's a big piece that you're staring at. So you simplified it.
Right.
And so you will still be planning on the additional landscape along Route 303 with the shade trees and some white pine trees in the rear for the neighbors, for a buffer, all that's staying the same?
Yep, everything stays the same.
Almost want some false mirrored windows.
I was thinking windows too would be nice.
Even faux mirrored windows, in here and here, mimic that.
That would be very nice.
Well, it just would be,
Break it up a bit.
well, it would look like, more like it's activity as opposed to it's a warehouse.
Yeah.
A nice warehouse of food, some food nonetheless. That would be a big,
I would have to
that
agree.
would be a big improvement. I mean, it could sit on top of the stone base, or it could go down to there's a sidewalk all along here, right, in front of the building. I don't know, I think it would help. I mean, people would end up going to those, trying to get into the building, and maybe, I mean, if it doesn't have any doors, they would know not to. It would be better, it would make it look like there's more activity rather than this big blank wall, even though it has, articulation going on and colors, et cetera.
What kind of lighting is along that?
Along this,
Yeah,
that
where we're
elevation.
talking about fake windows.
You mean on the inside or?
Outside.
Outside. So right now, we currently just have the the wall packs, and then I have to check the site. I believe we have, I don't know if we have any additional site lighting.
The wall packs and above the door.
Yeah, right.
For
right.
exiting.
Yeah, and they're sort of, yeah, they're above the doors.
Yeah, so there's one there. Two points,
Mhm.
right there in the middle of these masses, there's a wall pack. This little window stuck in here is,
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you about that. I'm not sure what this says it is. It's a,
aluminum window. It's just a little
yeah,
window
aluminum
for something.
storefront anodized charcoal gray. So that is light into the store? That's a real window?
Right, right. If I believe from a plan perspective, that's like the break room for the employees in that area.
Well, how nice to give them light. That's good.
Right, 8 feet up in the, yeah, I mean, it would be a big improvement, to me, it would be a big
It would.
improvement to carry this same glass, this same line in glass there, sort of same pattern in a way, not doors, but glass there and there, that up above. And I take it down to the ground or sit it on the stone, either way.
And you're saying, I know you mentioned before, like a faux window.
Oh,
In case
mirrored,
there's any,
could actually be
there might
mirrored
be,
glass,
okay.
just a,
To reflect some light from the surrounding
Well, it's just
area
like-
and,
it would look like there's activity, it's a
Right.
space, a store, rather than an entry and a warehouse.
Brian, can you just explain the location that you're referring to?
So, the,
Areas that are here for review, so we just wanna make sure it's
Yeah.
part of that.
in the two, gray two-panel, segments of the front facade, the front elevation, to, place glass storefront with a mirrored, like false glass storefront with a mirrored glass.
Do you want to do a storefront though? Because like you said, you could confuse people. Like, would it be enough just to do a line of windows at the top? Kind of thing, just to give it a little bit more, like, 'cause if you do storefront, I agree, like, people are gonna be like, do I have to go to that door, that door, that door?
Well, I think you won't, I mean, you could do the storefront just down to the stone base. Keep the stone, it's the stone knee wall along the bottom, and just have the glass above that. Your eye wants to carry, that glass wants to sit at the same height as the existing glass, as the real glass.
right.
You do it in big panels, it doesn't have doors, and it doesn't go all the way down.
Okay.
And it's clear that it's windows and not store front
Entrance.
entry.
So it's full windows, basically.
Yeah, it's a window wall, little window wall, at the two gray panels. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really 5 paneled segments, and it's in segments 2 and 4.
On these areas, right?
Yep, those in the gray areas.
I agree, I think that'll look nicer. Something good.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because then you've got this, the piece over here where there's glass all along here, you've got the entry here, just,
It makes it more unified
Yeah.
from the front and the side. This
Yeah.
is all going on in places people aren't looking at.
Right.
Option or
All good words, Brittany.
just for discussion.
Yes, so would it be possible to agree to do that tonight? Or do you have to go back?
you gotta go back, you gotta look at it.
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah,
a big
well,
change.
Right, I mean, the biggest thing would be, obviously, it's faux glass, but I would just have to just double check where it is in plan. Just kind of if it interferes with anything, any refrigeration lines or anything, we would,
Well, it'll be just part of the wall, there'll
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
wall
yeah.
behind it,
right, right.
so there wouldn't be any.
Right,
wouldn't
it'll be
anything.
attached on top of the wall.
Well, it's gotta be set in,
It'll be
it's gotta be set
in-
in flush with it, so. we
Right,
have
so
to
it'll be part of it, it'll be in the actual
Push
exterior
the
wall.
wall in, it'll
Right,
push the
it'll be
wall
part
in
of the opening.
4 or 5 inches or
Right.
more
Right, so then
to have back on it.
if we cover it, then, that's what I have to check, I just checked if there's another wall in front of it, because it'd be part of an exterior wall.
Yeah.
And we currently have that thickness already compensated for, plus
Yes.
the sheetrock, so.
Yeah, yes,
mhm.
yeah.
Okay, so we could make that an option then,
I
to
don't know.
put,
Would you do an option? I think it should be done. I think we want it to be done,
we do want it to be done.
yeah.
Okay,
We would like it to be a condition.
I just, looking at it, and I was here in 21, but I look at this and say,
Well, it's a little
It's
different than it was in
massive.
21 now.
well, yeah,
So we
but
broke it up
it's
more,
actually,
yeah.
yeah, in 21, in some ways it was a little more interesting because there was more going on, I guess.
Yeah,
But even then, I would have looked at this facing out at 303. This is what was facing 303. I don't know. Anyway, I think that
Sure.
that
You
would
could
be,
also ask for a continuance if you wanted to, just go back to the meeting and give a proposal of what it would look like. And
yeah,
okay, yeah, either way,
yeah,
that's fine.
okay.
is that what you'd like?
Yeah, if possible.
Then please say those words.
Oh, it was continuing, is that what it is?
Okay, is that sufficient? Yeah, okay, so we're going to give you a continuance
Mhm.
to make a decision with your team about whether or not this condition can be fulfilled.
Okay. Okay, not a problem.
All right. Any other comments from the board? Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this matter? Hearing none and seeing none, the public portion is closed. So we will dismiss you with a continuance and look forward to hearing from you again.
Perfect, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hardly had go in 21.
Well, I think it looked different in 21.
Well, it was busier.
Yeah.
It had more going on.
Yeah.
And you can't even see that in this, because it's black and white.
Right.
But there was more.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, do I have a motion to close the meeting? I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Yeah,
Thank you,
there was a lot more
Brittany.
going on.
This is